Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Sagittarius full moon. It is here, right? It is peaking at May 23rd at 9:53 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you go outside, you will definitely see this very powerful full moon. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming 3 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm going to start with telling you about the Sagittarius full moon. I'm going to read for the collective, and then I'm going to offer some free and paid mini readings at the end. All right, so I see everyone coming in. Hi, Sherry, Diana, over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit. Top 5 things you need to know about the Sagittarius full moon. Again, it comes in tomorrow, guys, the 23rd. It does peak, I said 9:53 p.m. That is Eastern time. I made a list of the top 5 things that you can expect with the Sagittarius full moon, and you can see them on your screen. Number 1, I put expansion and adventure. 2, I put truth and wisdom. 3, optimism and positivity. 4, embracing change. 5, following your dreams. So these are the top 5 things that this full moon is helping us do with its energy. And I'm going to break each one of those down. Hi, Sandra. All right. I don't have my mouse tonight, guys, so I'm having to maneuver the computer with no mouse. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's talk about the first one you see on your screen: expansion and adventure. Sagittarius is that sign that you see, the archer. It's usually a lady with the bow, right? And she's usually drawing the bow. And it is about growth. It is the 9th house, right? And of course, I feel like Sagittarius are very adventurous. And sometimes people say that Sagittarius sign is a risky sign, right? So these are all things that we're going to see with this full moon. So it does peak on the 23rd, and it's going to bring a sense of expansion and adventurous energy. It's going to be a time for you to explore new horizons, take risks, and embrace new opportunities with enthusiasm. The second thing the Sagittarius full moon is going to help you do is going to be truth and wisdom. So this full moon is going to encourage us to seek truth and wisdom in all aspects of our life, right? Work, love. It's a great time to focus on personal growth, higher learning, and gaining new perspectives. That's another thing about Sagittarius, is they can see things from all sides. Optimism and positivity is going to be number 3. So Sagittarius is known for its optimistic and positive energy. So during this full moon, you may feel more hopeful and inspired, and you can use this time to cultivate a positive mindset and focus on what brings you joy. Let's stop right there, because let's talk about current energy before we jump into this collective. I definitely feel that optimism and positivity is the lesson at hand, right? Especially for those of us on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. And I feel like some of us, we're struggling, right? We're struggling. Dead Man 956 on Twitch. Hello. But so here's what I'm going to say. We're going to keep getting the lesson until we've learned the lesson, right? So it's like we're going to keep getting these opportunities to be more optimistic and more positive about things until we understand that that's the way we need to be, right? So I feel like collectively that's probably going to come up in the collective reading. That's kind of what we're all working on. So embracing change is number 4. Sagittarius is a sign that loves change and growth, and it is time that you can use this full moon energy to embrace that change and release what no longer serves you and make room for new possibilities in your life. This Sagittarius full moon is also going to help you follow your dreams, because this full moon's influence is perfect time to pursue your goals with passion and determination. So you want to trust that the universe is here to guide you towards those highest aspirations and your biggest dreams. That's what the Sagittarius full moon is going to help all of us do. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what we're going to do tonight. I did make a specific spread for the Sagittarius full moon, so you're going to be able to see that on your screen there. It is a free 4-card spread. And then, of course, I'm offering a few other paid and free um, mini readings, and those are on your screen now. Of course, I'll show you those again after the collective. But first, I didn't mean for that to happen. I meant for you to be able to see a picture. All right, now you should be able to see some cards. Let me know. Can we see a table and a candle and some cards? You see it? Sweet, sweet. Diana says, spirit checking to see if you learned. Yeah, it's so true, so true. Literally minutes before I came in tonight, I got another opportunity and patience and positivity, and being more optimistic, right? So I feel like it's going to be very collective, and most likely we are all dealing with such things. Oh, Sherry, I'm so glad. I was definitely concerned about the lighting. The lighting is always an issue for us here at PLR. And I'm in a very cozy spot, so we had to scoot some lamps over. But I just wanted you guys to be able to see the cards. We haven't been able to do this in over a month now, over a month. I am supposed to be getting my schedule today, guys. I know, right? I feel like we've been waiting for this schedule for quite some time. But I am supposed to get it like, any minute. Maybe it comes in while we're doing our live. I really hope so. But when that schedule comes in, I'm going to be able to set PLR schedule. So I'm really excited about that. We're not going back to the 5 lives or the elements just yet. We are going to try to do three lives a week. I feel like it's going to be probably the max that I can do. I'm going to try to do a collective and then 2 Celtic crosses, kind of like we did last week. Last week was a little bit of a trial and error, so I could see how it would work. I think that's how our schedule is going to turn out. Victoria, hello. We will get back to the fire, water, earth, air element readings this winter, because remember, guys, this is just my summer job. So it's just for the summer, and then we will get back to regular schedule. All right, so with the collective, I'm going to start with masculine energy first. I do want to mention just really quickly, Spirit's telling me, so there's probably a couple of you in here. Etsy readings are going out today. I did send one out earlier, and then I have one more that I need to send out after this live. So if you've been waiting for your personal reading, those are going out today. Headman956 on Twitch. I don't know what to think about that name. All right, so we're going to start masculine energy first, feminine energy next. I'm going to look at the bridging energy. Remember, the bridging energy is the current spiritual lesson that's bridging you together at this time. These readings resonate for all of us in a different way. I always tell you guys, like, this is my spiritual awakening. This is my spiritual healing path that I'm on. So these readings are for me. I love that they help everyone, right? Collectively on this type of spiritual awakening. And how the reading relates to you is based on you and your journey, right? Some of us, this masculine and feminine energy is within, because again, we all have these energies within ourselves. Some of us, we are correlating this reading with the person that catapulted our spiritual awakening, right? Some of us, that person is here in the 3D. Some of us, that person is, on the other side because they passed or they never incarnated in this lifetime. So yeah, it could go several different ways, right? So I'm going to start, and I'm looking at masculine. So masculine energy, I always say, is what makes us lock our doors at night, right? Masculine energy, sometimes people see it as aggression. It's a provider, protect and providing energy. And I am using the Sacred Traveler. And we got a scammer over on Facebook. I don't know, I haven't seen Michelle, so I'm just going to take care of it really quickly. Guys, don't click any links. I don't know who these people are. Tonight's readings are free. Collective reading is free. I'm offering free full moon readings. There are some paid options there, and of course you'll be able to see that when we get to that portion of the reading. I think I blocked it okay without blocking everyone else. I feel like normally when this happens, oops, then I clicked on it. Oh my gosh, come on, Rosa. Normally when this happens, I feel like I accidentally blocked the wrong person. All right. Pooja's with us. Okay, so I started to get to the card and then I reshuffled. So I guess we're starting over. All right, here we go. Masculine energy. You have protected by angels. You're cherished by angels. I love that. We also have mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. Both of those are going to be for the masculine. I see wandering path on the bottom. It says enjoy the journey. So I feel like there's some twists and turns that have turned up here for masculine energy. And maybe they're not necessarily enjoying all the twists and turns, right? Healing is really important right now. Healing energy flows through you is important. The protected by angels. It's almost like this is a spiritual healing that's happening for divine masculine. So if I'm talking to divine masculine, then it's like you feel yourself getting better and you feel spirit helping. And I want to say, I feel like collectively, divine masculines have really stepped up, right? I feel like for the longest time, the feminine energy really did a lot of the work and the masculine energy just kind of followed, kind of like on the coattails type of situation. And then, you know, we always say the feminine leads the journey, right? I definitely feel that. But I kind of feel like there's this acceptance from divine masculine, and I think that the health situation is what caused the divine masculine to have acceptance in this journey and be able to move forward maybe as quickly as they have now, because of the health situation. And that could have been physical health, it could have been mental health, it could have been spiritual health, it could have been financial health. I mean, it could have been a lot of different things. I think for most divine masculines, it was mental health that came up in the collective Celtic cross that we did for divine masculine last week. Guys, if you missed that, you can find that over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. All right, so let's look at feminine energy. You have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, and narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. I think we're going through something that's very challenging. I've definitely had this feeling where I just want to hide. You ever feel like that? Like you just want to hide, like just go back to your room, go back to bed, just, you know what I'm saying? But here's what's happened to me in my waking journey. I feel like I had this downtime, right? Like this, I went through this separation period and I had this downtime where I really didn't have to do a whole lot other than just create PLR. And then we created PLR and then we got monetized. Hi, Tracy. And then, you know, we got monetized on 2 out of the 3 platforms, right? So we're in there, which just means we get a monthly check for making our videos and doing our lives, right? And all the videos that we have in the bank. So super sweet. And then I went back to this summer job so that I can supplement, right? Because we're still a very small channel. We're still growing, right? And my first week out after a 3-year period of building my business and staying home since 2020, right? Was eclipse week. So that was my first week out in like the world, right? And I made it through eclipse week. And I feel like I really pushed through the next 6 weeks or the you know, the last, you know, 6 weeks we've had since we had that eclipse in Aries. And I definitely feel like I can feel it now. Like I can feel something catching up to me. I can tell that I need to put more focus in my meditation. I need to put more focus in my all my practices, right? So it's like everything is taking a little extra, everything is taking a little more. And for some of us, because we are having to tread thoughtfully for whatever, see that tree down there in the picture? I don't know if you can see it, but it's like you're trying to grow something in a challenging place because it's growing out of the side of this rock mountain, right? And it's like Spirit's asking you to open yourself up to your spiritual source, but you're wanting to find sanctuary. It's like you're wanting to go where it was easier. Wherever it was that like you prepared yourself to go through this bridge. That narrow pathway has that wooden bridge that I always talk about. It's not my favorite. It's those ones where like people jump and the bridge moves. You know, nobody likes that. Don't do it. Don't be one of those people. um, but it always gives me that like agitated feeling, scared feeling, anxious. All right, let's look at the bridging energy, sacred traveler. So I have embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness, and rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So I think that's what's happening is we are having to clear the past so that we can heal our present. And I think that's what's challenging for divine feminine for sure. You're having to implement, which means you're having to learn, put all the things you've learned into your everyday life, right? It's funner. It's funner. I'm making words up. It's more fun when you can just learn about the things, right? Like you can learn about the things and talk about how, oh, when I start my daily yoga practice, I'm going to get lean and fit. When I start meditating, my mind is going to calm down. When I start journaling, I'm going to be able to reflect and remember things. And you see what I'm saying? It's like you're just talking about it instead of doing it type of thing. I think that it's happening for both. For divine feminine, it's about implementation of what you learned and using your spiritual source, right? And for divine masculine, it's about the healing that they've went through, the healing that they've accepted from source and that they're continuing to go through. I think that embracing enthusiasm, the shout to the heavens with happiness, a lot of times when I get this card, I feel like it's in reverse, like we're not really shouting with happiness, right? And it's interesting because I feel like we actually are. Like this is the bridging energy. Because remember, I spoke about it before we pulled the in cards. I said that I felt like the Sagittarius full moon has a lot to do with optimism and positivity. And it's like we're learning, right? How to stay optimistic and positive and be patient and wait patiently for things, right? On the bottom, fellow traveler, support is all around you. So that's going to be the overall energy. All right, so I'm going to use the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Right after I grab a drink. Oh, you're helping me with the list, Diana. Thank you. I haven't seen Michelle. I know I didn't post this one ahead of time. I was trying to post them all like 2 days ahead of time, and I posted this one today. So I just know I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure we got the Sagittarius full moon in. Oh, thank you, Diana. All right, let's look at that masculine energy, protected by angels and mystic healer. definitely got this energy like spirit, source, God, whatever label you need to put there, is helping this masculine energy. So we have Five of Pentacles coming out, big confirmation right there. Okay, so Five of Pentacles is the card in regular Rider-Waite where it shows that normally it shows like the stained glass window, like the church window in the background. You know what I'm talking about? And it is the card that says you're experiencing challenges, and it is the card that says it's okay to ask for help. So it's like this divine masculine prayed. This divine masculine asked source for help, assistance. That's really big. It's really big for divine masculine. I know, like, if you resonate more with divine feminine, you probably don't realize how big that is, because it was easier for you to accept God or accept source or accept spirit, again, whatever label you got to put there. I like to say spirit, God, you know. But it's like it was easier for us. It was easier for divine feminine because, you know, like that energy was already there for a lot of us, right? I wasn't very godly before my spiritual awakening. I was definitely one of those people that was like, why would God allow these bad things to happen? You know what I'm saying? Just not very knowledgeable about the whole situation, right? But I knew that there was God, right? And I knew that there was this energy, this vibrational energy I could feel, but I couldn't see or have like an explanation for, right? As with the masculine energy, it was more of a cutoff. It was more of like completely shut the door on that option. Life is hard. There is no God, right? And as you know, they go through their awakening process, to see them, you know, begin to, you know, do the things like pray or meditate or connect with source in whatever way they're connecting with source is amazing. Six of Cups also comes out. Six of Cups is reunion energy, but I'm not really feeling that right now. I'm not really getting that like this divine masculine prayed for reunion. I mean, I guess it's possible, but the Six of Cups is also a gift. There's a gift that's given. The Six of Cups is also energy that's, you know, childhood memories, things from your past, right? I feel like there's something about their childhood memories, something that's happened to this divine masculine, something they've remembered, that's allowed them to pray or connect with source in whatever way they've done that. And the Three of Swords comes out, big confirmations from spirit. That Three of Swords is all about healing. First, I mean, I guess there could be a message here. I'm definitely picking up something about, for divine masculine, healing from divine feminine. I'm not saying like you did anything. I mean, it's possible you did, you didn't, doesn't matter. I think it's more about like the experience, and that Three of Swords is kind of giving me that vibe, because I don't know if you can see it because the light doesn't make it. Like on her shirt, she has an X, and it's like X marks the spot. All right, let's see what comes out for divine feminine. Woo-hoo. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, independence, Five of Wands, challenges, and temperance, healing. This is my fit that I had with spirit not too long ago. In my own journey, I was, the Nine of Pentacles is great, right? Like we all came out of a challenging karmic relationship. We all had an awakening process. Nine of Pentacles is independence, financial independence. It's about being able to do things on your own. We've all been learning how to do things on our own. We've all been learning how to become our own resource, right? Financially, spiritually, all the things. And I asked a question, I don't know, a couple days ago now, I guess, and I said, I was asking like, why do I have to stay by myself? Like, why do I have to do this journey alone? Why can't I have someone that can do this journey with me? And it's very victim consciousness, right? Like, why me type of energy. And the message that I got from spirit was because I was not ready. It wasn't because someone else isn't ready. It's not because of anything anyone else is doing. It's because I personally am not through my own healing journey. I personally have not found my own balance, right? And so that's where the struggle lies. That's where the challenge is. So I feel like for divine feminine, you're at this energy where it's like you've been doing a lot of things on your own for a long time, and you're just ready for that partnership. You're ready for that person that comes in and says, hey, I can do this with you. We can balance this out and do it together in a healthy way, right? Five of Pentacles, I want to say it is challenges, but it's not the five of wands. Five of wands is what divine feminine has, and that is challenges, but it's not the five of pentacles type of challenge. Five of pentacles type of challenge says, this is so bad, I've had to reach out and ask spirit to help me. Five of wands says, this challenge is not bad because I'm prepared for it. I've trained for it. These are not swords, right? Like, they're not stabbing each other. It's the five of wands type of energy. All right. Yes, guys, we are doing free and paid mini readings. I can show you guys a little video showing you what we're doing tonight. The Sagittarius Full Moon, that's going to be the one that I recommend, definitely. It's 4 cards. Love messages are free tonight, guys. Free from my heart to yours. General guidance, of course, is free. Talking to Heaven is free, guys. Oh wait, no. Wait, let me check. Hold on, I gotta check on Talking to Heaven real quick. Ill prepared, so no Talking to Heaven tonight. I knew there was a reason. I forgot it, right? What was the other ones on there? Of course, our twin flame, current energy, always. Something still hidden is a reading, that's tarot spread that I created when Pluto moved into Aquarius, and now we're dealing with Pluto moving back into Capricorn. Because remember, guys, I said it was going to happen for a short period of time before Pluto finally makes that last transition into Aquarius and stays there, right? And then, of course, you can ask a question. All right, let's keep going with the collective. And we will get to those free and paid mini readings. So the bridging energy was embrace enthusiasm. In other words, stay positive, be optimistic. And that's what the Sagittarius full moon is all about, right? And rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. So that's what we're doing collectively. And when I say, I love that, look at the Gemini lovers comes out. And when I say that we're doing that collectively, like that's our bridging energy, that's what we're all doing. It could be with different people in different places if you're in separation, right? Or if like your person is, on the other side, like maybe they passed away. Maybe they didn't incarnate in this lifetime, right? Same lesson, you're still learning at the same time. The Lovers comes out, big confirmation there. It is Gemini, and it is my clue card, and it's lots of people's clue card, right? For this type of spiritual awakening journey, which we call the twin flame journey, right? We have the Six of Wands here. So Six of Wands is a victory. I do feel like with the Six of Wands in the Tarot of a Sweet Twilight, I always feel like this card, something about the tear in her eye. It's like, yes, there's a victory here, but there was a high cost for this victory. And the Eight of Cups, and that's probably going to be what the cost is, right? And Eight of Cups is about having to walk away from something. It's about realizing that your journey is not done there. It's about realizing that you're always going to be attached. See how her hair is like part of the tree trunk, so it's like she's rooted to the situation. And look how he's kind of holding his heart space there. But it's like it's this energy where you realize you're not done. You got somewhere, you got so far in your journey, and you thought, "Oh my gosh, this is it. This is as far as it goes." And that's not true. There's actually still more to go because remember, the goal is 10 cups, not 8 cups, 10 cups. On the bottom, we have the wheel. So I do get this energy that there has been a shift in the collective. So if you're on this type of spiritual awakening journey, you most likely have experienced a shift with counterpart energy, right? I think it's the acceptance, like both people accepting of the journey and understanding that it's about purpose, right? It's about purpose. All right, let's do some head, heart, and higher self. I'm not going to pull any collective messages because I am offering those free tonight. But I'm going to close out the collective with a Blessed Be oracle. All right, let's start masculine first. Headspace. So remember, we're looking at thoughts in the headspace, feelings in the heart space, and the current higher self lesson. Thoughts. We have let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally. Engagement is in the heart space. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And children is the higher self lesson. It says your love life is being affected by children. This one could have something to do. Divine Masculine got that 6 of Cups, and I did pick up on some childhood memories, something from childhood coming up there, and that could be what the higher self lesson is. And really, collectively, most of us have the same type of upbringing. Most of us have the same type of home situation that we dealt with. A lot of us have dealt with abandonment and rejection issues when it comes to our parents. All very common in this type of spiritual awakening, right? And I do feel like for Divine Masculine, it's like something about their own children or something about their life when they were a child has like come up for them or like been brought to the surface for them. And something about that is what they're experiencing in their that mystic healer card, like in whatever it is that they're healing. All right, let's look at Divine Feminine. Head, heart, higher self. So what is Divine Feminine thoughts? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. For some of you Divine Feminines, this card is about your counterpart. But for some of you, this is not about counterpart energy. This is about soulmate energy or exploring other relationships other than twin flame. All right, let's look at the heart space. We have healing family issues coming out in the heart space. For Divine Feminine, it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Big confirmation there. And it's possible too, the engagement could be coming from Divine Feminine. In fact, it is. Ready? The engagement, remember in the heart space is where telepathy between the twins is. So Divine Feminine could be dealing with engagement. Either Divine Feminine is becoming engaged or Divine Feminine is thinking about becoming engaged or something like that. And that's the message that's coming through the heart space to Divine Masculine. And from Divine Masculine, we have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So big confirmation of what they're healing in their heart space, right? And then let's do higher self message for a higher self lesson. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's that Sagittarius full moon, the arrow, the bow and arrow that we always see with the Sagittarius, right? It's about taking aim. I feel like for me and my journey is really for the last probably I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. I feel like I've got this arrow and I've drawn it back, and I kind of keep wavering or changing where it is I want to aim, right? So I haven't released the arrow, but I just kind of keep going. Um, I don't know, a little indecisive energy, I would say. And I think that's the higher self lesson at this time. Narrow pathway, finding sanctuary. It's like you have an important decision to make right now, Divine Feminine. And I feel like that decision could impact your journey or your spiritual path. So it's like Spirit's asking you to think thoughtfully, think things through, and not to make rash decisions. On the bottom, pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Pretty clear message there. All right. I'm going to close it out. Blessed be Oracle. I'm just going to pull one for the collective. Wow, look at this. Ready? A blessing of forgiveness. So there's a blessing on a homecoming at the bottom. It's number 44. I freaking absolutely love it. Forgiveness is going to be the key. It's going to be what everyone is healing in their own perspective roles, in their own perspective place. It could, of course, even be forgiveness of one another. Definitely. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. That's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful, guys. All right, so I'm going to clean up really quickly. Let me see if I can get this video to do properly so I can clean up. There we go. So on your screen there, you can see what we're offering tonight. So I'm going to show you this one so you can see the spread. Eliana. Hank Zamora. Hello. Jenna sent 15 for twin flame reading. Guys, please remember all energy exchange readings definitely jump the free line, right? Jenna says 100% resonates. I love that. Thank you, Jenna. All right. I got this cool little tabletop to do this reading on, but it's super slick. So it's like all the cards slide. Jenna says 44 is the number I get for twin flame and a lot of readings. I love that. Mine is the 33. Fours are union, and threes are, for me, threes are like the Trinity. So it's very spiritual for me, the threes. So was it nice being able to see the cards? I think I did okay in the time that we didn't have video. I think I did okay describing the cards. I do know that we will probably still from time to time do those like podcast type of lives where there's no picture, it's just me talking and whatever pretty little video I make, right? But I definitely like it better when I can show you guys the cards, when you can see them come out, when we can see the confirmations from spirit, right? All right, I'm just getting my list ready. We're going to start with Jenna's. Yes, Diana. Thank you for asking. Let's close that list. I have Vanessa on Facebook, Tracy on Facebook, Pooja. I'm so happy to see you, Pooja. Does the 9 o'clock help you better, Pooja? XXMNMXXMNMXX on Twitch. Eminem, I see. All right. And Sandra on YouTube. Anita on Facebook. Welcome, Anita. And Amanda, don't hate me, but I forgot my talking to heaven cards. I know. I know, guys. I'm learning how to do these lives on the fly, like from my car, from work, from my sons, from my friends. I mean, I can pretty much do a live from anywhere now. And yeah, just keeping my things together seems to be the current obstacle. Let's see, Victoria on YouTube. Sherry on YouTube. Eliana rounding it out. And Diana on YouTube. I love you, Eliana. Sent Eliana a message right before we started. Clarissa, hello. We can add Clarissa. Clarissa, I'll add you if you can wait patiently. I'm going to try to go through them pretty quickly. All right, first I'm going to start with Jenna's. I know, right? I know. I can still do one, Amanda. It just won't be, a talking to heaven card, but we can definitely still get a message. All right. All right, Jenna, I'm going to go through it pretty quick. Ready? You go click. Jenna, say hi to me in the comments, please, please, please. All right, let's start their energy first. Let go of control issues. Allow a situation to unfold naturally. There's a push or an urge. This person could be watching you. See how he's watching her? Give yourself or give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Seems very spiritual. You see the angel wings. I just noticed the man's face. And I know the lighting is not the greatest, but that face is sticking out to me. It looks familiar, like someone that I know. So that's pretty interesting. And there's something about her blue eyeshadow. Jenna, do you wear blue eyeshadow? Did you ever wear blue eyeshadow? I used to. All right, let's look at your bridging energy. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This is your bridging energy. So this seems very 5D spiritual. This seems very 3D. You know, it's all happening right now, but physical. That's what it is. This is more physical. This is more spiritual. You're learning to connect spiritually with this person, and they're watching you physically. I do feel like the watching and the spiritual connection is allowing you to grow the bond, right? Like it's getting stronger, more powerful. Honeymoon is on the bottom. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You know, there's something in this tarot set. You know how I say that each tarot set is a little bit different? I went to reach for it because there's going to be something in here that's not going to be in this tarot set. It's very possible it's the Three of Wands. It's also possible it's the Knight of Cups. See how his cup is dried out. A lot of times Knight of Cups comes out for like that player energy, like the person goes around sharing their cup with everyone because they're trying to get someone to, you know, fill their cup with love. This person could have stopped doing that. All right, so Six of Pentacles comes out. Six of Pentacles is about asking for help, balancing out a situation. It's also the card that says like they feel like they got gypped, like someone could feel like they didn't get their fair share, right? Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Over here we have Four of Cups, so water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Four of Cups is the card that says you now have all the ingredients you need to manifest something, to put it all together. I just heard Earth, Water, Fire, Air. And I got to tell you something really quickly because I forgot at the beginning, and I don't know why I got to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Crystals could be important, Jenna. If you're trying to manifest something, like having all the ingredients, right? Because I was saying earlier, like getting all my stuff ready and the schedule ready, it's gonna be a minute before we go back to like the element readings where we're reading, you know, all 4 elements plus a collective, right? So 5 lives we were doing. It's gonna be a minute before we go back to that. But I wanted to tell you guys this interesting thing that happened to me that has to do with the elements, and this somehow is going to pertain to you, Jenna. I have no idea. Where I went to work for my summer job, I'm on the lake, which is super beautiful, right? I miss you guys so much all the time, right? At the beginning, I was so excited to be back and to be doing something different, of course. But you know, like over weeks of time, like man, I miss being able to talk to you guys and catch up with you guys. I miss, you know, Diana was like, I miss the, you know, astrology night. I definitely miss that too, and all that kind of stuff, right? And but what was I found interesting was, I was at work and I carry my crystals with me, right? Like we all have, you know, special pockets, you know, especially women, right? Our bras. You wouldn't believe what I lost in a bra this week, but anyway, we carry our crystals, right? You guys ever carry your crystals in your pockets or in your bras or you know whatever, in your hat, whatever. But like where I work, it's on a lake. There's a lot of woods. It's a camping resort. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't want to be losing my things, you know, out here as I'm out and about on this park. So I've just been taking a lot less, right? And this place that I'm at, this location where I'm working at on this park, we're starting to open it up and get it ready, and it has this mining, like this crystal rock mining area there, and you can go and you purchase like the bucket of dirt, and it has like the crystals in it. The other day I was in there and my sister actually came to visit and she brought her kids and we got to go out there and do it. And I got to look at the bags and the bags that we're selling of, you know, the dirt and the sand with all the crystals and rocks and stuff. And they're in elements. They're in elements, guys. So it was like the bag, there's a fire one, there's a water one, there's an earth one, there's an air one, and then each crystal inside coincides with that element, right? So I was like, I'm surrounded by crystals, like they're everywhere where I'm at. The little store where I'm working, it's like there's just full of nothing but these crystals. So how interesting is that, right? So something, you're surrounded by something, Jenna, and you have all the ingredients to manifest something, and you're definitely connected in the 5D. So spirit's like you have all the ingredients to bring something to the 3D. All right. So getting to know each other as you reveal yourselves to each other, your bond deepens. King of Wands, but it came out in reverse. So there's some confidence issue happening. You could feel, this is bridging energy. So it's like you both kind of feel this way. Scared to communicate with the other, or maybe scared to tell the other what it is that you want, because Wands is also like passionate energy. All right, I'm going to stick with the romance angels and we're going to do head, heart, higher self. So you deserve love. You are lovable. This is in your person's head space, what they're thinking about. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This is what they're thinking about feeling in the heart space. And higher self, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. I feel like that's collective. Remember, we picked that up in the collective energy. So that's what your person's higher self is teaching them at this time. You have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I don't think it's a new person. I do feel like it's a new cycle of love. I don't feel like it feels the same to you as it did before. It definitely feels more enlightened, heightened. It's more than it was before. In the heart space, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. These are messages, so you're telling them to free themselves, and they're asking you to express your love. And make the effort is the higher self lesson. So that's what you're learning right now. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. On the bottom is the trust card. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. All All right, Jenna, I'm going to pull a couple of messages. This is something they want to say to you, but feel like they can't. This could be something that they've already said to you, so it could be confirmation. This could definitely be higher self messages. I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. You appear often in my dreams. Your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. All right, Jenna, I'm even going to pick 3 things that you want to say to them. I like sleeping next to you. Again, that's more a 5D message. I'm in love with you, and that's that new cycle I was picking up on. And I thought this was less, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. And it's just their energetic field that you feel flowing through you. On the bottom, it says you're the only one who gets me without saying anything. And that's kind of giving me confirmation. One's watching and one, like there's fear to tell the other what you want. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Jenna. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. So we have a closed list now. Closed list. So I'm going to show you guys the spread. Thank you, Jenna. Jenna says she does have some crystals around. Ooh, that's so weird. A gigantic plane came over my head just when you finished reading. All right, Vanessa on Facebook. Vanessa on Facebook, say hi to me and let me know which reading we're doing. Jenna says maybe it's a 777. All right. All right, so Vanessa wants a general reading, so I'm just going to use some Llewellyn Tarot. I'm going to pull a few out and see what Spirit wants to say to Vanessa. And I'll pull you a Queen of the Moon for guidance. Ooh, look at that Moon card. All right, so the Moon comes out, King of Swords comes out, 7 of Pentacles comes out, and Page of Swords comes out. You want to say something to someone and Spirit's asking you to wait or think something through. I feel like there's something you're not seeing clearly. That's what's kind of making you want to take an action. It could also be that you're waiting for someone else to say something to you about how they feel, and Spirit's asking you to wait. The Page of Swords is energy like somebody's watching, but they're fearful to communicate. But it's also like higher learning. It's also like wanting to know more before I take an action. So it's like thinking something through before doing something. So it's like wait patiently. Again, it could have something to do with what you want to say to someone or what you want them to say to you. The moon is going to be Cancer or Pisces. The swords is air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Seven of Pentacles, the being patient, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You have the pleasure card. Void is on the bottom. So you have 18 and 1. Okay, so 181 is sticking out to me. But the pleasure card is talking about how you're letting too much consume you and you're not able. So if you feel like you're not experiencing any joy, it's because you're letting something consume you. And I think it's going to have something to do with that King of Swords. That's what you're letting consume you. And Spirit saying you have to release that in order to be able to make room for pleasure and joy and happiness. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, next is Tracy. Tracy, say hi to me in the comments. I want to say I seen Tracy put on there, she wanted love messages. Is that right? Thank you, Vanessa. All right, let me show you guys what we're doing. All right, Tracy, let me know that you're still here. And I want to say, I remember her saying love messages. Pooja, you're going to be next. Yes, Renee, if anybody falls out, we will add you there at the end. And I'm not picking up on Tracy, so let's go ahead and move on to Pooja. Pooja, let me know that you're still here. Say hi to me in the comments. XX Eminem wants to know, did they drop out of the queue? You can't drop out of the queue. Here's where we are. I'm on Pooja, so you're next. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let me clear this out. All right, so the first thing I'm looking at is reflection. So you have learned some spiritual lessons in this journey, right? And this full moon is really pulling those out and having us implement those lessons. So that's the first thing I'm going to look at. This could be something that you're reflecting on, or this could be something that Spirit's asking you to reflect on. You have the action card coming out, and it is coming out with boundaries. And protection is here. So I feel like your circle was, this is the reflection. Ready, Pooja? When you maybe first started this journey, you were very closed off. Like your boundaries, I wouldn't say that you were enforcing boundaries. You just didn't put yourself out there, so you didn't have to enforce any boundaries, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, so you don't put yourself out there, so you don't have to take any action type of thing. But the protection card on the bottom is kind of what's telling me that you went through this awakening and you learned that you are highly protected, which has allowed you to put yourself out there, right? It's kind of like a see how far you've come, right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to look at, Pooja, is celebrate or let go. So something's happened that you can celebrate, or it's some spirit saying you need to let it go. It's taken too much of your time, right? So the protection card coming back out, and it's the acceptance. And I think that's what you can celebrate. Again, something about the protection, something about feeling guarded or protected. And the cardinal sticking out to me, Pooja. So it could be like spiritual protection, but it could be also like past loved ones protecting you. And it's like something about that has allowed you to have acceptance of your spiritual path, right? Like this has allowed you to accept truth or see truth, become truth, that type of thing. All right, the next thing I'm looking at is where spirit wants you to take aim today. So earlier, Pooja, I was talking about how I feel like the last couple of months is me with this bow and arrow, and I've drawn the arrow back, but I'm kind of just moving it back and forth, trying to, not really a back and forth, it's just really trying to take aim. Which direction do I want to go to next, right? And I feel like that's really what we're all kind of experiencing right now. So this is the direction that spirit wants you to take aim. We have nourishment coming out and creation coming out. Creation is the beaver moon, so that is the full moon. I noticed the plans wrote down nourishment. This could have something to do with like making a plan to have a healthier, I don't know, mindset, a healthier, maybe you're eating healthier. Maybe you're paying more attention to what you intake, right? And you're creating what it is that you want, right? You're creating a life that you want by balancing these things out. Nourishment is having mind, body, and soul. Balance with mind, body, and soul. All right, and the last card, Pooja, I'm going to look at where spirit wants you to shoot that arrow. This is going to be where your goals, how this is going to lead you towards your goals. This is how the future will come to you. This is the direction the future is taking. We have expect the unexpected, Pooja spirits, like you can't know just yet. But realization comes out, and realization says that you realize something, you understand something had purpose, there's a reason, the path had to be a certain way, and full moon power is on the bottom. And I think that's what it is, Pooja, is like you had to understand your power, or you had to be able to step into your power. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there, and I hope that was helpful, Pooja. All right, so next on the list, now we have Twitch. Where's that Twitch person that was asking? It's the M&Ms. So say hi to me, Twitch. Say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, Vanessa. Could have swore I was second. So Twitch, we are on 3 different platforms. See, look here. We're on Facebook. Say hi, Vanessa. We're on YouTube. And I didn't mean to do that one, and we're on Twitch. So 3 different platforms. All right, but it is your turn. So let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your connection gets better. Let me know. I just want to say it's not my connection because we have the best internet on the planet. And I feel like I've been telling everyone about it. It's this new internet that's here in our town where we're at. We call it fiber optics. I don't know. I can't express to you how fast it is, how inexpensive it is. It's like, it's proof of Pluto in Aquarius for sure. There's something eating at your brain and you'd love a general reading on it. Perfect. All right. All right, let's find out what's eating at your brain first. Thank you, Pooja. I don't know what's eating at your brain. Yes, I do. Okay. So it's gonna have something to do with like a material situation. Definitely could be money because we see the Pentacles and we see the door to value card when I ask what is eating at your brain. The anxiety card is what told me that this is what's happening, right? Because anxiety says that you're worried about something, but it actually shows the storm outside the window and it says she's anxious about the storm, but she doesn't even know if the storm is coming or going. The whole purpose of the card is about being present. So it's like you're not being present, so you're not able to experience the joy that's happening to you like right now. Wheel of Fortune, it says something good is happening right now, but because you're too worried about something else. So that's going to be part of it right there. Whatever the situation is, you've prayed about it. There's that Five of Pentacles with that stained glass church window that I always talk about. And it's like you prayed for something. And it's interesting too, because there's something that's happening to you right now that you prayed for maybe before all of this thing that you're anxious about now that could have something to do with money or finances or resources or some material thing. But it's like that thing that you prayed for way before this is here now and you don't see it because you're worried about this new thing. So Spirit's telling me to tell you that. But King of Pentacles is about taking responsibility. It's about being a protector, a provider. But this is, I feel like it has something to do with responsibility, like taking responsibility for something. And Two of Wands is also here. Two of Wands says you have an important decision that you have to make. But Two of Wands for me, since I started reading tarot, was about expectations because Two of Wands says, I know I have a decision to make here, but it's like they're always offering something to this direction. They don't ever pay attention to the other wand. It's like they don't even realize that there's two options, right? It could have something to do with being patient, but I think it's more about making an offer, making a decision, making a choice type of energy. And it's something that you want because wands, again, are passion. It's that fire energy, that drive. And then King of Swords is on the bottom. So this is the overall energy. So it's like overall how you're going to like fix this, solve this, you know, how you're going to be able to move on from this, whatever it is here, is new communication. Ace of Swords, new clarity, new understanding, and new communication. And that could be also what helps you make that decision. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. I just want to say, Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy. Is this your full moon? Do you have Sagittarius in a big placement, sun, moon, rising? More a person. Does the person seem valuable to you? Like, is the person something you really, really want, right? Like a value, a resource. And then I would ask, are they an earth sign? Because the pentacles were everywhere. All right, so next, did we ever see Tracy? No. Thank you. Sandra's next. Sandra, say hi to me. Let me know which one we're doing. Oh, is it Anita? Did I miss one? Sandra and then Anita. All right, sweet Sandra. Sag in the fifth house. Fifth house is going to have something to do with your, let's go look. I got the little thing. I'm having a brain fart, but it's okay. Fifth house, there it is, children. Romance, children, fun, and creativity. So it's going to have something to do with that. Sorry, I was still talking to Eminem over there on Twitch. All right, Tracy's back. All right, Sandra, I'm gonna do Sandra's next, and then after Sandra, we'll jump back to Tracy. Okay. All right. So Sandra wants to do Sagittarius. Oh, I'm hitting buttons on my computer. Sorry. Sagittarius full moon. Did you pay for one, Renee? Let me know, because if you did, we'll do it right now. Remember, guys, energy exchange readings jump the line right away. So the moment you've sent the payment, I need you to tell me. And then that's where we go next. Oh, I know what you're talking about. A one-on-one. So did we miss a one-on-one that we needed to reschedule? There was actually a couple of you that did that. Yeah. And then I yelled at you guys, and then I missed one. That's happened. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead with Sandra's Sagittarius Full Moon. Renee, you will need to message me privately, and we will have to reschedule yours. I'm pretty sure you're the only one that was left, so that hasn't rescheduled your second one. Guys, she's talking about live private readings, which I do offer. Those do have to be scheduled out in advance, because I do have to squeeze you in between PLR and, of course, my job, right? So that's what she's talking about there. And if you are in my Facebook group, if you're in my private, very, very private Facebook group, not my Facebook page, my private Facebook group, then you get 2 for 1, 2 for 1. So she's talking about her second reading that needed to be rescheduled. All right, Sandra, here we go. This is your reflection. Spirit wants you to see how far you've come. Balance comes out. Wow. Big confirmation. So I feel like you felt very confused or foggy. You see the clouds around her head at the beginning of this journey. The number 19 is sticking out. Something could have happened to you around 19 years old, or someone around you around 19 years old. But it's like you had this confusion of why something happened or why you were dealing with something, and it made you very unbalanced, right? And so Spirit's asking you to look back at from that time to where you are now, at how much balance you have brought into your life. And I feel like you brought that balance into your life with knowledge, right? I always tell people knowledge is power. If you don't know what's happening to you, it's like life just happens to you and you're just kind of getting dragged along. And when you have knowledge, when you understand about the awakening process, when you understand what your purpose is, when you understand about spirit and source and astrology and all the tools that spirit gives us, really, all that knowledge is power. And so it makes sure that you're creating your life, right, instead of life kind of dragging you along. I feel like you've definitely cleared out some of the fog. It's like you know something now, and that's allowed you to bring some balance. All right, so the next thing I'm going to look at is what you need to celebrate or what you need to let go. Abundance is here. So Spirit says celebrate. And it's a very specific abundance card in Queen of the Moon. A lot of times when we see abundance cards, like they're overflow of abundance, right? It's like gold is just falling out of the sky. Yay. That's not really what the specific card means here. The abundance card is almost like this lesson from spirit, and I feel like we're all collectively, especially divine feminines, learning this lesson just in this last, I would say, year, where we're realizing that we've been abundant this whole time. We've always had everything that we needed. The abundance card does not show her like draped in gold and jewels and all this type of thing. It shows her like out in the forest, surrounded by woods, nature, animals, She has all the furs to keep her warm. She has all the food she needs to fill her stomach. It's like she has everything she needs. So the lesson that we've all been learning is that we had everything we needed all along, right? Spirit didn't awaken us and then ask us to follow this purpose and then make us starve today. But we expected more, I think. And because we expected more, we may have felt let down by spirit or source, or we may have felt like we weren't given something, or like we were being punished or something like that. And spirit is saying, Sandra, that you always had what you needed. You didn't go without anything, and you will always have what you need, and you will never go without anything. All right, the next thing I'm going to look at is where Spirit wants you to aim your bow and arrow today. Where does Spirit want you to aim that Sagittarius bow and arrow today? We have the focus card coming out. The focus card, the third eye is sticking out to me, that butterfly. So it's like the butterfly is on the third eye. But you could be having third eye awakening, which means that, so a lot of people think that the third eye has something to do with seeing, right? Like they see the eyeball and I see things. So it's like, oh, you see something. Yes and no. The third eye is about a knowing, because the brow chakra is what we're talking about. That's another word for it, is the third eye, right? It's a lot of times people talk about what's there in that chakra area. A lot of people talk about like the pineal gland, right? That's what causes the awakening. That's what causes us to have all these experiences, right? All of that is in this area. I feel like Spirit's asking you to focus on the downloads that you're receiving, because that's what we do with the brow chakra. That's what we do with the third eye. It's a knowing. It's not necessarily a seeing. I'm not saying that you can't see through your third eye, definitely can. But it's more of it's a feeling you have where you know something wholeheartedly and you have no doubts about it. When you have third eye awakening, I know for me specifically in my journey, when you have third eye awakening, it's like you ask a question, you get an answer. So that's where Spirit wants you to focus. All right, last one is going to be shoot, where you're going to shoot this arrow for the future. We have the beauty card coming out. It's something you want, getting something you want. And then assessing is here. It's like if you can see how far you've come, Spirit's going to give you something that you want. The beauty card talks about being able to understand why you experience something, like seeing the beauty of the situation. Like even if you went through a challenging situation, you're now able to see like the reason or the purpose for it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, so we're going back to Tracy. Tracy, I'm pretty sure wanted the love messages. Tracy, say hi to me in the comments. Guys, it's getting late, so I'm going to go through them a lot faster. So I need you to make sure that when I call your name, you guys let me know that you're still here. Just say hi to me in the comments and let me know which reading you're doing. Thank you, Sandra. So the 19 hit home for something, Sandra? I remember saying something about it. All right, Tracy, going once, going twice. Anita on Facebook. Anita on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. There she is. All right, Tracy. Was it love message? Just give me a quick confirmation. I just remember seeing it. Anita, Victoria, Sherry. You ladies are next. So go ahead and say hi to me in the comments. Anita, Victoria, and Sherry. All right, here we go. Think of your person, Tracy. First one to come out says, your body is a piece of art and your soul a piece of heaven. There's something, you know how I say sometimes like the words will flash at me? The piece of art is flashing at me. So that could have some special meaning for you. You inspire me so much. You are my muse. Again, artwork is coming up for me. I have so much passion and desire for you. It drives me mad. And last one, I'm working hard on my finances for us, for our future. This could be a work situation, a work relationship, work situation. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope those were helpful. All right, Anita on Facebook, Victoria on YouTube, Sherry on YouTube. Sherry, first one to say I'm here. All right, Sherry, let me know really quickly which reading are we doing, which reading. Then I have Eliana, Diana, and Clarissa, and Renee. Are we doing Sagittarius Moon? Sagittarius Moon. Amanda, don't let me forget you. Put Amanda on my list because I will definitely forget and then I'll be so mad I won't be able to sleep. All right. Anita, Victoria, Sherry. Sherry answered first, so I'm going to do Sherry's. Victoria, you can be next with love messages. Sherry, are we doing a Sagittarius full moon? Sweet. All right. First, what I'm looking at, Sherry, is where Spirit wants you to reflect full moon power. Something could be happening with this full moon where you're starting to pick up on the power that you have. You had it this whole time, but something happened to you, Sherry, where you felt like you had no power. Maybe you felt like you were stripped from your power, something like that. And it's like now you're starting to take it back. Now you're starting to call it back. All right, now what you're going to celebrate or what Spirit wants you to let go of. We have creation. Spirit wants you to celebrate the fact that you are creating, that you're manifesting the life that you want. All right, next I'm going to look at where Spirit wants you to aim, Sherry, today. Where does Spirit want you to focus? We have the hunger card. Ooh, Sherry, that's going to be a little bit of victim consciousness is what I'm hearing there. It's number 29. So the hunger card is the wolf moon, and it says we have two wolves. Which wolf are you going to feed, the good or the bad? So it's like feed the good wolf, Sherry, but also feed the wolf that keeps you in that positive, high vibrational energy. Don't feed that wolf that's very low vibrational, negative about everything, right? And last card, where you're going to shoot, where is your future headed? You have the willpower card. So it's telling me like you're pushing through something that's taking a lot of your willpower, but with the willpower card coming out as the end, starting out with the full moon power, it's like if you call this power back and you continue to push through, you get the things that you want, right? Or you create the things that you want, actually. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Victoria wanted love messages. Don't let me forget, Clarissa. All right, Victoria, I'm going to shoot a few of these out. Think of your person. Victoria, think of the sound of your person's voice. What's the last thing they said to you? I can't wait to see you again comes out. I love it. Good job, Victoria. It says your voice has a therapeutic effect on me and I could listen to you for hours. Thank you, Spirit. Last one is I love you. All right, big confirmations there, Victoria. I hope that was helpful. All right, where are we going next? Eliana, Diana, Clarissa, and Amanda. Clarissa, I gotta write this down. Renee, and then Amanda. Eliana, let me know. Full moon, she's on top of it. Look at that. Thank you, Victoria. All right, so we have the growth card. Ileana, I've seen it, so I got to show it to you. The hot moon extremes, that's that Aries moon. Something very passionate could have happened around that Aries eclipse moon. But the growth card is here. So Spirit wants you to reflect on how much you've grown in this journey. And it's something about how patient you've been. You see that the clock, she's holding that stopwatch. It's kind of giving me a little bit of divine timing type of energy. But you definitely rooted into something. And I feel like I remember a lot of your journey. Eliana's been with me for almost since the beginning. But it's like a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of, yes, I'm on this journey. Yes, I'm powerful, to no, I'm not on this journey. No, I'm not powerful, to yes, I'm a divine feminine on this awakening journey. And this is how powerful I am. And that is the growth that you went through, right? So that's where Spirit wants you to reflect. All right, now what Spirit wants you to celebrate or let go of is let go. It's going to be let go, the darkness. It's the long night moon card. It gives me like dark night of the soul type of energy. I feel like we're getting these tests, Eliana, especially me in my own personal journey, Eliana. It's a little bit of testing where it's like, something could happen that's very challenging that could catapult someone into dark night of the soul, but I'm not someone. I'm Rosa. I've had a spiritual awakening. I've been in dark night of the soul. I know what dark night of the soul is. I have that knowledge. That knowledge creates power. I won't put myself back in that situation. You see what I mean? And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting there. All right, let's look at aim. Where Spirit wants you to aim today. Where's your focus need to go today? Resistance. So you're holding on to something. Not holding on to anything. You actually let it go, but now you're resisting it. Maybe like boundaries are very tight, and it's like now it's like this resistance. It's almost like I can feel your hands up. Like, no, don't get too close to me. Nope, last time that stung, or last time that hurt, right? So it's like something like that. So there's something that Spirit's saying, whatever you're resisting, you're fearful of, whatever you have fear of is what you need to go towards. You need to overcome it, right? All right, let's look and see where you're going to shoot, that bow and arrow. Where is the future headed? Self-reflection is here. The Hunger Wolf card again on the bottom. Self-reflection, let's see, what is the words? So we've all been talking about accountability. That's been big for all of us, right? But today it was self-awareness. I was telling a friend of mine, self-awareness is a lot like accountability. Accountability is when you realize that it's not everyone else's problem, right? It's like your problem. And if you just solve your own problem, you don't got to worry about everyone else, right? Self-awareness is where you realize that you're aware of how your energy affects other energies, right? So it's all a part of accountability, all a part of understanding that our actions have a ripple effect in the universe. And that's what I'm getting with self-reflection. All right, Eliana, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Diana on YouTube is next. Diana's been helping me make this list everywhere. Thank you so much, Diana. Let me know which reading we're doing. Oh, yes, guys. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me, especially if you got a free reading and that reading resonates. Or energy exchange, right? All right, Sagittarius Full Moon. Diana is our resident Sagittarian. So this is your full moon. We have the action card, the darkness card coming out, sovereignty, thank goodness. One more. Protection. I love that. So the first thing I see with yours, It's almost like Spirit's asking you to push into something that is a little darker. Spirit's asking you to get closer to something that maybe you're fearful of. That's one of the first things I noticed with the cards. Okay, so, but I want you to reflect um, on the lessons that you've implemented. So, in other words, the action card is here. So it says you've taken action and before you didn't take action. So before, Diane, you're probably a lot like me where we just talked about meditating or we just talked about different spiritual practices, right? And it's like as we go through this journey, Spirit's forcing us to kind of take action. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to reflect on is the action that you've taken. It could also be the action you haven't taken too. So it's like, look at how far you've come with the action you took. And then it's also like, look how much further you can go if you take more action. All right, what you're going to celebrate or let go of. We do have that Dark Night of the Soul card coming back out. It is giving me a little bit of victim consciousness. So it's a little bit of this energy of, yes, these challenging and painful things happened to us, but Spirit lit up our path and we were able to get out of this Dark Night of the Soul. So I do feel like Spirit's asking you to let that go. But there's something about the celebrate. There's something about like, be courageous enough to venture forward into something where maybe it's a little heavier than you want to deal with. It's a little darker than maybe you want to deal with. But Spirit's saying, like, be courageous enough to venture forward on that path. Sovereignty is here. So that's another reason I know, like, Spirit's asking you to venture forward on that path because you are sovereign. It just means that you have connected to Source in a way that you can take the path that your soul has chosen with little resistance. The resistance card is not here for you, Diane, with little resistance. The only resistance that is there is going to be like a lack of knowledge, like if you don't know something, and it could be like fear of being protected. But the protection card is here for your shoot card or your future, because wherever this is taking you, Spirit wants you to know that you're highly, highly protected. I definitely get this energy though, where he's giving you this power to take this action and move towards something, again, that's a little heavier, maybe not what you expected to have to do. Maybe conquer a tower, yes, definitely. But look at the cards just saying that you're not only prepared for this, but protected through this. So yes, yes. All right, Dana, I hope that was helpful. Tim, hello. Tim, one of our moderators at PLR. All right, I have Clarissa, Renee, and Amanda. Clarissa, Renee, and Amanda. Clarissa, if you hung out and waited patiently, let me know. Renee, let me know that you're still here. And Amanda wants a message from heaven. We're not doing talking to heaven because Rosa forgot her cards, but we can definitely do a message. Yes, I was just saying that, Tim. Like, I have really missed doing these lives and being able to talk to you guys and see the cards and do the things, right? All right, where were we? Clarissa, Renee, Amanda. Clarissa, Renee, Amanda. Whoever it is, let me know. And thank you, everyone who participated. I appreciate you guys. The energy exchanges, thank you, definitely. I will be back, guys. Make sure, remember, we're doing a summer job, so the schedule has been challenging, but I am fixing to have a set schedule at work, so I should be able to have a set schedule with PLR in the very, very near future. But in the meantime, make sure that you are subscribed to all of our platforms, right? We're over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you have those, notification bells hit to all, so it lets you know when we do go live. For example, tonight definitely was a little bit of last minute. It's Sagittarius Full Moon, and I just didn't want us to miss out on that. All right, Amanda is here. So I'm going to close it out with Amanda's talking to heaven message. Again, I don't have my talking to heaven card, so we're just going to pull a message for Amanda. Yes, Renee, let me know if you're still here. All right, Amanda, I want you to think of the person you want to get a message from. The Magician and the Mirror, and it comes out, I want to say in reverse, but it's just me holding them all upside down. Magician in the Mirror, reflection. You could be seeing light reflections. You could be seeing like something in the corner of your eye type of energy. The element fire and water is sticking out to me strongly. Um, there's something here about your spiritual abilities, and there's something here about the person in the picture. Um, it's interesting because the person in the picture a lot of times to me gives me a little bit of Jesus vibe, but now that I'm looking at it now, it kind of doesn't. So I'm just going to show it to you in hopes that you can see the face. I know the picture's a little dark, guys, but there's something about that face. It could be the gray hair. It's someone elderly, someone who could have been spiritual or had spiritual abilities, and it's like they're trying to either assist you with your abilities or pass on their abilities to you. And Magician in the Mirror talks about having these abilities and using them and not being concerned about what other people think about it. All right, Amanda, I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'm not seeing Renee. Are we seeing Renee? Yes, guys, I'm not seeing it. I'm tired. I'm ready to wrap it up. Look at that, an hour and 41 minutes. We did good. All right, guys, make sure notification bells hit to all. As soon as I get this schedule, I will definitely make our PLR schedule. I am gonna try. Ooh, there she is. I am gonna try to do 3 lives. We've been doing 5, but I am gonna try to do 3. Um, I want to do a collective for us once a week, and I want to do a masculine Celtic cross and a feminine Celtic cross. That way we can put, when we do the collectives, we're kind of focused on everybody. When we do the Celtic crosses, it's like it's very specific part of the matter type of message. And I feel like that sometimes can be a little bit more helpful than collective energies. All right, so Renee, I think you said I could pick. So I'm going to pick that Sagittarius full moon. Ready? I'm going to go through it really quickly. Reflection, peace. Peace is important to you. Peace of mind is important to you. Spirit's asking you to look at how much peace has moved into your life. In other words, there wasn't peace before and there is now. What you need to celebrate or let go of is that hunger wolf card, wolf moon card. The hunger card says, which wolf are you going to feed, the good wolf or the bad wolf? I think this is more about letting go of victim consciousness. I think there's a lot of victim consciousness with that card. In other words, like don't feed the wolf that's crying about how hard everything is. Feed the one that's inspired and positive, right? All right, so where Spirit wants you to aim today is going to be growth. This could have something to do with divine timing. You were very impatient before, and now you're much more patient, or it's like completely off your radar and you're not even worried about it anymore. And shoot for future, we have abundance here. So it's like you're going to have some sort of abundance come in. It could be more than what you expected, but it's definitely going to be what you needed. And release is on the bottom. Release talks about releasing the old, like out with the old, in with the new is what I'm hearing. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, Renee. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being so patient. All right, Tim says I took some time off from being online about a week or so, needed to focus and was getting too much of. I think that's really collective too. I think everyone kind of took a little bit of a break, right? Pulled back a little bit, and definitely gave us a little bit more like refocused energy, refocus. I feel a little bit more refocused with PLR than I did when I first started this job. I felt a little burnout when I first started at the lake. And so now I'm definitely, the burnout is gone and I'm definitely feeling more refocused, right? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, everyone who participated. Diana, for helping with the list. Sandra, thank you. All my moderators. I love all y'all. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you for being so patient this summer. All right, guys, I will see all of you very, very soon. Please remember, if you're looking for a private live reading, you can find all of that information in the description box of this video. All right, guys, I love y'all. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.